that's really good to hear, because I mean, there's one or two, there's two different kind of types of athletes. There's the ones that literally want to just stay in the, like Sean Roden, he said, stay in your own lane. I don't focus what so-and-so or this guy, that guy looks like. He said, because maybe they can get distracted, and maybe they can get in, the head games. And there's people like yourself that actually do follow the athletes and do follow the contenders and the former champions, and it actually fires you up. That's great to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for me, I always claim 100% I'm a mental athlete more than I am a physical. The physical part, you put in the work day in and day out, but if you're not working on your mental game, I don't think you'll ever be able to achieve a title. Yeah. There's so much that goes into it. You need to step on stage the day of Olympia knowing I got this. Nobody's got competition on me. This is mine. And having that confidence and believing it, visualizing the moment that your name is announced. Those are all part of the training for me that I'm like, no, I'm ready. Like it drives me. I absolutely love it. I focus on me, but yet I go in and I work on my mental game just as much.
At what point did you really adopt that mental attitude? Was there a point in your career when you just went, okay, this is how I'm going to approach it. I'm going to work on my mental game? Because I found, I spoke to guys like Flex Lewis, and they said that when they adopted that approach, that's when they really, really got leveled up.
Yeah, I would say, I've had several injuries in my career in fitness.
Yeah.
Not all of the injuries were in fitness, but I've had 16 surgeries.
Wow.
I've broken literally almost every major bone in my body.
Are you a bit clumsy?
So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what from?
It comes with the territory for fitness, but I'm 100% a daredevil, and I do stuff, and it's like, I'll have an idea and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could do that.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
Weren't you at the Arnold Classic last year doing one-legged flips because your one leg is that correct? Have I got that right?
Yeah. So that was 2018.
Right.
So
yeah.
I missed. I had to sit out 2017 Olympia. That's the one Olympia I was not able to compete at. I qualified, but had to sit out because I had a neck injury.
Okay.
So I had a neck surgery, and I have a 12-piece metal cage that they had to put my neck back together. So everyone at that point said, oh, career-ending injury, Whitney will never be back. And I thought, you guys are wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong. So I rehabbed, and my goal was to step on stage in 2018 for the Arnold Classic.
Yeah.
But then it was less than 4 weeks out in training, I blew out my knee and tore my ACL and my MCL.
Yeah.
But I kept everything secret. I was like, I'm still doing this. The whole talk was, and all with media was like, there's no way. Whitney's name is on that roster. She had neck surgery less than a year ago. Yeah. There's no way she's coming out. And I was just dead set on doing it. And I thought, I may not be at my best. I have a bunk neck. I have weakness in my arms. I had one leg that was not even functional. Yeah. But I'm like, you know what? I'm finding a way. I redid my routine in 3 weeks, came up with skills that didn't require both legs, and I could do some like upper body stuff, and went in and just said, I'm going to show people that you can come back from a neck injury. Now, again, no one knew about my knee, but I had to actually perform with a full surgical metal brace just for stability. So I ended up winning. And Arnold on stage was like, what's this contraption? Why are you wearing this huge knee brace? And so in the interview on stage, I said, well, I actually tore my ACL just a couple weeks ago, my ACL and my MCL, and I'm flying home tomorrow for surgery. He's like, what? Yeah. And then, of course, I had the surgery, and 6 months to the day was the Olympia. So I only had 1.5 legs at that Olympia. But
1.5 legs.
Yeah, that was my first Olympia win. So it was a great year, but it was just overcoming adversity.
Wow.
And honestly, for the mindset, that's where it all started. In 2017, when it's like, if I can do this, then I felt unstoppable because
Yeah.
there's always a way. There is always a way. I mean, for fitness, nobody knows our routine. I can create whatever I want. So if I have an injury, which, you know, most of us usually do,
Yeah.
you find a way around it. You work with the body parts that aren't injured and you create skills. And most of my routines are totally unconventional because I have no formal gymnastics training or anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just work with what I can, and it was great because it taught me new skills I would have never tried.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have one leg, it's like, how am I going to do a 2-minute routine when I have one leg?